loves, it's Mamie, and today I will be doing a Q&A video, more specifically an Instagram Q&A. So all of the questions are from Instagram followers, and I'm pretty excited. So let's answer some questions. Alright, first question. When did you start shaving your brows? I love it. Oh, well, thank you. I started shaving my eyebrows like the summer I went into high school, but I only had part of them gone, and then I gradually just shaved everything. So I'd say since I was 14? 15? 14? I think 14 or 15. Completely no eyebrows is what I'm trying to say. I am so nervous filming this. Oh my goodness. Second question. Do I like Depeche Mode? I love Depeche Mode. I actually have a Depeche Mode poster. Thank you for asking. I pretty much know their entire discography, I can't speak, by heart at this point. I love Depeche Mode, what can I say? Somebody just asked, why are you so gorgeous? That is so sweet. Like, y'all are, I hate that I say y'all. You guys are so sweet, like, for real. You're really, really wholesome, lovely people, and I appreciate you very much. Were you always goth? That's kind of an interesting question, because like nobody's like born goth. Like you come out the womb like listening to Disintegration by The Cure, wearing eyeliner and fishnets. I mean, that sounds pretty sick, but like that's just not something that is realistic or, you know, possible for that matter. So I was always a very creative child, I guess, to start with that question. Like, I was always very creative, and I was always, I don't want to say an outsider, but I always kind of was my own person and, like, didn't really care for trends or care about what other people thought was cool or interesting. I drew a lot. I liked reading. I liked stuffed animals. I was just very creative. I was like a daydreamer. Also I'm a very empathetic, emotional person. I've always felt emotions super deeply. So, I guess that also ties into it, but I guess to answer your question in short, I've been goth since I was about 13, 14. No, that's actually not right. 13? Yeah, I think. It's definitely been a couple of years. I think since I was 13. If I'm wrong, I will correct myself when I edit this. But yeah, I have been dressing this way and liking, goth music since I was about 13. And I got into just alternative music in general when I was 12. Do you like The Cure? If so, favorite song? I love The Cure. Favorite song, I guess I'm tied. I love Love Song just because it's really beautiful and it's a timeless love song, and it makes me think of my boyfriend. It's just a really, really beautiful song. I also love 100 Years, which is a good song to listen to when you're sad. 6 Different Ways is also a good song. If I had to pick a number one favorite, it would be Love Song, though. Am I into horror? Yes, I am. I really like classic horror movies, and I like a lot of movies directed by George A. Romero. I really like Creepshow, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the Friday the 13th movies, the Halloween movies. Yeah. I also like, just in general, vintage horror. The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari is a classic, and it's actually 100 years old this year, which is insane. Silent horror films are really cool. I also appreciate those. Where am I from? I am from Georgia. A lot of people don't expect that because I don't really have an accent, and I'd say that most people where I live do have a bit of an accent. Some people do have thick country accents here, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, that is a real thing. But yeah, I am from Georgia, and more specifically coastal Georgia, right near South Carolina. Somebody just, like, oh, y'all are so nice. Like, I'm just going through the questions, and a lot of them were just really nice comments, and I just want to say I love you guys, and you are very sweet. I get a lot of hate online, so I wanted to ask how you deal with it, if I even get any. That's a good question. I will try to give you some advice. So I, like anybody else who, uses social media and, puts themselves out there to create, I've heard really mean things. Every once in a while I get a really nasty DM, or, someone will leave a nasty comment. But it's more love than hate. And that's what I like to remind myself. All of the positivity really cancels and balances out any negativity that you get. My advice would be just don't let what other people think about you make it so that you are so self-conscious and ashamed of being yourself, because I've totally been there. I live in a conservative area, and I did get bullied for the way that I dress, and it's just a lot of remembering that there's nothing wrong with you, and that the person being nasty to you, they're a problematic person. You're being yourself, and you should applaud yourself for that, because self-expression is super important, and it makes me very happy personally. So any hatred online, delete the message, block them, because at the end of the day, they're just some hater on the internet with nothing better to do than leave mean comments, or send you mean messages. That's about it, You shouldn't take that criticism super seriously. How long does it take for you to get ready? That depends. That's a frequent question for me. I get asked that a lot. So for my makeup, I'd say it takes anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and a half. Sometimes 2 hours if I'm doing something a little bit different, but if I do what I, normally do, like my standard look, my go-to look, normally more towards an hour. And then getting dressed, I feel like getting dressed doesn't take as much time as, makeup. So I'd say maybe altogether it takes me maybe 3 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours to get ready. That's only if I'm doing like full outfit, full Mamie, 110% spooky. But so some days you're just like, alright, I'm gonna throw on leggings and a t-shirt and be cozy, and that's fine. But when I do get all done up, I'd say about 2.5 hours or 3 hours. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm sorry I'm quiet. People are asleep and I don't want to be loud because I think that's very rude. And I dislike being rude very much. But thank you so much for watching. My brain kind of just went off. What am I talking about? But thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you'd like, leave a comment. And as always, you can find me on Instagram at Mamie Hades, Twitter, all that good stuff. But if you aren't following my Instagram, I recommend doing that because I am most active on there, and that's where I post all my modeling photos and outfit photos and makeup photos and concert stuff. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.